All right, we are going to start our lesson today on decimals. We've been talking about decimals for the past couple of days. Today the focus is going to be, can we take a decimal to a fraction? Can we take a fraction to a decimal? And can we write decimals in expanded notation? So this is the sheet we're going to start with, and we're all going to follow along. Okay? We ready? All right. So the first thing I want us to do is I want us to look. We should all be looking. No one's working yet. We should all be looking. No one's working yet. Okay. How would I say this decimal? Let's say it together. Ready? 37 hundredths. Okay. When I hear that a decimal ends in the hundredths place, what do you think that denominator might be for that fraction if it's going to the hundredths place? Drew? 100. So I know this fraction is going to be out of 100 because that's where the decimal goes. Now, how can I shade this? What would be an easy way to shade this? Alex?
By shading 3 columns and
7 hundredths. Thank you. What is one column equal to? 1/10. Very good. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hundredths. So how many hundredths have I shaded? Everybody. How many? 37. So then my fraction would be 37 hundredths. And I say it the same way I say my decimal, right? It's the same way. Yeah. All right, let's look at our next one. How would I say this decimal? Ella? 9/10. Okay, if it ends in the tenths place, what would my denominator be if it ends in the tenths place? Audrey? 10. And then how many tenths do I need to shade? 9. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9/10 as a decimal is 9/10 as a fraction. Same way you say it, right? Are we good so far on those two?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, let's look at the next one. How would I say this decimal? Everybody. 62 hundredths. Okay, it goes to the hundredths place. So what would my denominator be in this fraction? If it goes 100. And who can tell me, what's the easy way for me to shade this? Should I count 62 hundredths? Madeline, what can I do?
You should shade 6 columns and then 2 individual little squares.
And each column stands for what?
10 hundredths.
Very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just 2 little hundredths. So 62 out of that hundreds model have been shaded. All right. And the last one. How would I say that decimal? Everybody.
3/10.
3/10. So if it goes to the tenths place, what would that denominator need to be? 10. And how many tenths am I shading? 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 out of 10 are shaded. Okay, I want to show you something because I think yesterday on one of the decimal task cards, if I have 0 and 3/10, and I'm thinking about money, what is that like? Having 3 what? Who can tell me? Mira. 30 cents, but 3 what? What coin?
Dimes.
James?
3 dimes.
3 dimes. Okay, Jacob, if I had 3 dimes in one hand and 30 pennies in the other, do I have the same amount? Yes? So 3 dimes is actually the same as 30 pennies, which tells me that 3/10 is the same as 30 hundredths. Remember, this 0 represents really nothing, right? So if there's a 0 behind the tenths, it's okay. They are equivalent. 3 dimes in one hand, 30 pennies in the other. They are both the same amount. Okay? Right, so that's taking a decimal and putting it into a fraction. Now we're going to take a fraction and put it into a decimal. Okay? So we're going to look at this right here.
Yes.
Fractions to decimals. Fractions to decimals. All right, so let's say this fraction. Let's say this fraction. 6/10. So this number is in the what place? It goes to where? The tenths. Very good. So then how many tenths do I need to shade?
6.
6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now it's got a nice little place value chart over here. Do I have any 1s in this decimal?
No.
So what can I put there?
0.
Is it okay if I leave it blank?
Yes.
Yes. If you have 0 1s, you don't have to represent that with a 0, but you can. What would I put in that tenths place?
6.
6. Now I want you to listen closely to this. If I put a 0 here, it's still going to be equivalent, right?
Yes.
But look at the model. What's the model telling me?
But tenths.
That it's tenths. So if I put a 0 here, I would change my fraction, right?
Yeah.
To 60 hundredths. So because I'm looking at that fraction and I'm looking at that model, I'm not going to put a 0. I'm not going to put anything in that hundredths place. Does that make sense? Because the decimal's not, or the fraction's not 60 hundredths. The decimal is 6/10. So I'm only going to the tenths place, even though I know those two decimals can be equivalent. I'm looking at that model, okay?
Oh.
So let's look at the next one. Let's say this fraction. 6 hundredths. Okay, this number is in the hundredths place. Watch how I put that THS at the end. If I forget that, now I'm saying I have 6 hundredths. Is there a difference between 6 hundredths and 6 hundredths?
Yes.
I mean, think about money. That's $600 and 6 pennies. That's a big difference. So make sure that you are understanding it's hundredths, not hundreds that we're working with right now. So then how many am I going to shade here?
6.
6. I'm not even going to shade a whole column, am I?
Yeah.
Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 6 of them. I don't even have a tenth yet, do I?
Yes.
There's no tenths, just 6 hundredths. So then what can I put in the ones place?
0.
0. I don't have any.
Or leave it.
Now, here's the tricky part. Jensen, what would I put in the tenths place?
0.
0. I don't have any. But then what goes in the hundredths place? A 6.
0. 6.
So that decimal represents 6 hundredths. Okay? This can be one of the trickiest things that I notice. Because if you had put this 6 over here, you just changed the whole value of your fraction. Okay?
It's just like the top one.
So you've got to make sure you're looking at, is it in the tenths or is it in the hundredths? All right? And the last one.
Oh.
Now this is saying, let's say this fraction. 36 hundredths. This number ends in what place?
100.
The hundredths. What's an easy way for me to shade this?
3
Who can raise their hand? What's an easy way for me to shade this? Jay? Six hundredths. Very good. I like you that you use that math word. I'm not, column is correct, but that column is actually worth 1/10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Chloe, what would I put in this ones place? Do I have any ones? So what could I put there? Okay, good job. And then what would I put in the tenths? How many columns did I shade?
3.
Tenths. 3. And then I had those 600ths left. I think as long as you are realizing where does the decimal end? Is it ending in tenths or hundredths? That helps you with that denominator. That denominator is what? The bottom number of a fraction that's talking about what is the total. The top then tells you how much do you have or what have you shaded. Denominator down. What's the total? Madeline?
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, when we learned it, it was denominator. Starts with a D, so it always goes down.
Yep, denominator is down and it's always going to be your total. How many parts do you have? Total. Not shaded, total. All right, the last thing we're going to do, and this is the one I really want us paying super close attention to. We are bringing back expanded notation, but now we are adding decimals, okay? Remember, expanded notation is digit times the place. Say that with me. Digit times the place. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we paying attention?
Yes.
Here we go. This is the paper I'm on. Now, I gave you a little cheat sheet right here. Okay? We already know that when we're dealing with the ones place, it's the digit times 1. But now notice what happens when I get to the tenths place. It's the digit times 0.1 because the tenths place is right behind the decimal. And now if I look at the hundredths, it's 0.01 because the hundredths place is 2 places behind the decimal. Okay? So let's do some practice. Let's look at the first one. First, let's say that decimal together. 2 and 1/10. So this only goes to the what place? Tenths. All right. I think we know how to do the ones. It's digit times the place. So what's my digit?
2. No, 1.
2. And what's the place?
1.
The ones place. That is nothing new. We've been doing that for a couple weeks now.
Hold on, why is this actually easy?
Now let's look at the next one. Okay, what's the next digit? 1. But what's the place? It's in the tenths place, so I would put 0.1. Done. Okay. 0.1. Why? Because the tenths place is directly behind the decimal.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's try the next one because this one goes to the hundredths. Now, do I have... Is everyone ready for the next one? Drink some water. Okay. All right. Do I have anything in my ones? So do I have to do anything for my expanded notation with my ones place? So I'm going to start with my what? My tenths. What's the digit?
3.
Times what's the place?
0.1.
Oh, if I look over here, I have a cheat sheet. 0.1. Do I have to put that 0?
No.
No, I could just put 0.1 if I want to. You don't have to put the 0 in front of the decimal. Okay? Now let's look at the next one. What's my next digit? 5. But what's the place?
0.0.
The hundredths. So I'm going to put 0.001 because I'm talking about the hundredths place. That's the part that sometimes gets confusing because if I had put this 1 where the 0 is, I'm not calling that a 500. I'm calling that 5/10. So you've got to make sure you're paying close attention to where your decimal ends.
I don't really get it.
All right, then let's look at another one. If we're getting tricked, let's make sure we're following very closely. Okay, where's my first digit? In what place? The ones. So what would I write? Digit is 2
Times 1.
times 1 is the place. Now I'll show you a little trick that I use. If this helps you, that's great. If not, use whatever works for you. But my next digit I know is in the 10ths place, right? So the digit is 7 times, well, I know I need a decimal, and I know that it's 1 spot behind the decimal, so I can have 1 placeholder. Now, what goes in that placeholder?
1.
A 1.
Okay, I'm kind of getting it. Yeah, I'm getting it.
So then for the next one, what's my digit? 3 times, okay, I've got to think about the place. There are 2 spaces behind the decimal. I'm not talking about tenths, so I'm going to put a 0 there, and I'm going to put a 1 in the hundredths place. We're focused and we're watching. All right, the last one for putting it into notation. Okay, where's that 5? In what place? The 1. So I'm going to do digit times what? The place, which is the 1. So I'm going to put a 1. Bless you. Uh-oh, wait a second. Do I have any tenths?
No.
So do I actually have to record that in my notation?
No.
No. So I'm going to skip over to my hundredths. My digit is 6 times, and the place is 2 behind the decimal. I have no tenths. It is 1/100th. Because there's no tenths in that one, so I don't even need to worry about my tenths place. But
Oh, now I get
if I had put that 1 in the tenths place, I just changed the whole number, didn't I? All right, we're going to do only 2 at the bottom. We're going to take that expanded notation and put it into standard form, and then we're going to do some independent practice, okay? All right, so let's look at this one. The first thing I'm going to do, just like I always do, is I'm going to do my placeholders. I can see that there's a 1's place. I see that there's a 10ths place. And I see that there's a 100ths place. Yours should look like mine. Now, where am I going to put the decimal? Say that again. So right here? Okay. So then what's going to go in my 1's place? Everybody.
5.
What's going to go in the 10ths place?
7.
And then what's going to go into the 100ths? Okay, good job. We're going to do 1 more.
Gosh, 3 laps.
You just said it. Whoever said that.
I lost my other paper.
All right, let's do the next one. This is the 1's place, but then it goes straight to the 100ths. So I need to make sure I have a 10ths place as well. My decimal goes right here. What's going to be in the 1's place?
3.
If there's no tenths in this expanded notation, what should I put in that 10ths place?
0.
And then what goes in the 100ths place?
A 4.
A 4. Very good.